Can you tell us why you commissioned this, what you hoped for, and whether it's delivered?
Well, I've known Steve for about 25 years. When he was a very young artist, at a time when I used to be able to afford his paintings, I can't now anymore. I had a hunch if I brought him to Newcastle, he would be inspired by my hometown, by this landscape. So he came and he took some helicopter shots, and I thought, well, he's just going to go home and do a sort of glorified postcard of the town, but actually he didn't. He surprised me because he really immersed himself in local culture, and the history of the mines and the shipyards and the whole thing. All that information is in this painting. Really, it's very touching. And I think he's captured the spirit of something that I still consider my home. I still consider it the landscape of my imagination. And, I can't paint, so he's done it for me. He's told our story in this painting.
It does seem like an autobiography on canvas. Does it tell your story? Are you happy with the story it's telling, and with the way the city's changed so much?
I think he's got the history of the place in there. You know, why Newcastle became a wonderful, successful town in the Industrial Revolution, and now it's Renaissance. He's got this wonderful sage building there, the Gateshead. I think he's captured the whole thing.
I can ask you just finally, what are your hopes for the future then for the city? Because it does point towards that Renaissance. What would your message be to people of Newcastle about the city's future? What would you like to see happen?
I wish all the best for my hometown, and I have a very strong roots here. This is my town, and God bless.
What did you learn about Newcastle when you were researching, when you were painting this canvas? Have you got a special relationship now with the city, the way Sting has?
Well, with the amount that Sting travels all over the world, he travels more than any 5 guys I know combined. But as you mentioned, over the last almost 25 years, he's always talking about his hometown, and that's one thing I think the residents of Newcastle don't want to forget. I mean, he's always talking about it. He's telling stories, and I remember stories that he told back in the early 80s about, playing football in the Laing and Wallsend, when all of a sudden things would get darker and darker and darker, and all of a sudden you'd see that there's these giant ships that were being built that would literally block out the light of day. And then one day, the ships would go, and there would be light again. And that's an experience that I don't think anybody in the world knows about. That's totally unique to Newcastle. That got me intrigued in seeing more and more stuff that was going on. And you learn about the history of the coal mines, the history of the painters that went into the coal mines to paint, these guys working. This is a phenomenal story. And the illuminations that echo the shipyards down below, are literally paintings from those artists glued. And along a serendipitous event that happened while this project was going, I learned 3 months ago that my great uncle was an English painter, a renowned pre-Raphaelite painter, and in fact his most famous painting was of the Tyne piers, the lighting of the lamps in the Tyne piers. This is invigorating to find this, and so I actually glued his painting to this as well. So I feel a special connection to this in a number of ways.